Good day, yoga people. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from Simha Yoga Lab in Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. The handle for Venmo is Simha Yoga Lab, and the 4-digit ID code is 8096, and Venmo is my preferred way of payment. Classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. We can definitely work with that. Please share anything you see on Facebook and Instagram, and repost to share the word. And I do stream on Instagram and Facebook only, and then the videos are saved into the archives. If you're not streaming with me and you're just watching the videos at any time after, I prefer YouTube. My YouTube channel is Simha Yoga Lab, and the audio and video is much better on YouTube. So I believe that if you would like a better experience, better audio and video, please go to YouTube and visit that channel. I think you'll have a better experience practicing with that. Also, you can pull it up on your smart TV, so you can in general see a little bit better. If you have any kind of special injuries or limitations, please be mindful that I do give a lot of variations here. This class is intermediate advanced, level 2, level 3. So please be mindful to work with any conditions that you have. Pull back whenever we're going a little bit too far. Just be mindful that you should take modifications that are appropriate for whatever you're working with. Okay, so for those of you who have tighter hips and a tight lower back, you might want to elevate, sitting up on a block or a blanket. Okay, palms face up. Fingers come together, middle of thumb and index fingers touching. Ground evenly through your seat. Let the shoulders broaden and lips touching. Regulating your breath by breathing only through your nose. And let the inhales even out with your exhales. As you cultivate that breath, through the inhale, crown of the head reach upwards toward the sky as you expand through the lungs. And with the exhale, grounding firmly, evenly through your seat, and release all tension. Take the next few breaths at your own pace, and when you're ready, Ujjayi breath, ocean's breathing. Three arms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart toward the sky, setting an intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something, but to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call a response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pudrikaksham, Pudrikaksham, Sabakya, Sabakya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongating through the left side of the neck. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then the chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side, roll it back, opposite side, roll the center. Take a few more rounds at your own pace. And chin back to center and pause. Opposite direction. And then back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor, lift your spine. Coming off your blocks, extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands to either side and turn your toes toward each other. And then roll out. Draw in, roll out. Draw in, out. Rotation, circling the ankles. Take it back to center, switch them around. Take it back to center again, cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Raise your arms high, extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center again, side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up, other side. Back up again, legs forward, forward fold. Take it back to center, take the left leg, angle out the heel to the left corner of the mat. Step the right foot down, turn the right toes out enough so that you are about 90 degrees with your left leg and your right foot. Now the heel could be a little bit closer, could be a little bit further. Feel stable, however you place your right foot, okay? Right hand behind you, left hand to the right leg to twist. Take it back to center, counter twist to the other direction. Place your right hand to the floor for support. Roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back 5 times. Roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back. Keep the right knee rolling back. Press your right hand to the inner right thigh. Encourage more opening to the inner right hip. Release, step the right foot back down. Let's twist again. Right hand behind you. You're going to place your left elbow to your outer right knee and twist a little bit deeper. Take back to center. Again, counter twist to the left. Back to center, switch legs. Right leg angles out to the corner of the mat on the right side. Step the left foot down, turn the left toes out, getting about a 90-degree angle. Left hand behind you, twist to the left. Right arm wraps around the left leg. Back to center, counter twist the other direction. Press your left arm to the inner left leg, twisting to the right. Release your left hand to the floor to the inside of the right leg. Roll the left knee back, roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back, roll forward. Roll back again. Press your left hand to the inner left thigh and encourage opening into the hip. Release, take back to center. Left hand behind you again. We'll twist a little bit deeper. Take the right arm to right elbow to top of the left leg and twist to the left. Go deeper. Back to center. Counter twist to the right. Back to center. Release your left leg forward, soles of feet together, knees apart. Baddha Konasana, draw the heels in, grab the ankles, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. If you can, press your elbows to your inner thighs to encourage more hip opening. Take it back up, take the heels a little bit further forward, grab the insides of the feet, thread the arms underneath. Round the spine and draw forward a little bit more. Release, extend the legs forward. So let me give you a demo first, okay? So we're going to roll onto the back and draw the knees in and twist to the left. So I'm going to do it standing up, right? So we're going to draw the knees in and twist to the left. So it'll look like this. And then we'll open and twist, right? So the basic recline twisting. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace your right hand down toward the floor to the hips, take the arms together, and then overhead. So what we're doing is big circles, right? So we're rotating into the spine, at the same time rotating into shoulder, right? So we're actually reclining here, and then take it here like this, right? Then we're going to take it back to center, roll to the other side, and do the same thing. Then we're going to extend the legs out, so we're still reclining, and then we're going to reach the arms overhead, lift the shoulder, and reach to one direction, come back to reclining position, and then reach the other direction. All right, so, all right, lower arms to your back, hug the knees in toward the chest, and let's drop the knees over to the right side first. So the left arm is extending out so you can see me better this way. All right, so right arm out in a T position, so your arms are in a T. Your knees do not have to be perfectly aligned. They could be just stacked one over the other, okay? With your left fingertips, trace your fingernails along the floor and reach down toward the hips. Roll over your hips, reach your left hand to match your right, and then reach your left arm overhead, and then open it all the way back up into reclining twist. Let's do that 5 times. Reach downwards, over the hips, over the right hand, overhead. Open all the way, that's 2. Reach downwards, over the hips, over the right hand, overhead, and open all the way, that's 3. Roll downwards, over the hips, over the right hand, overhead, open all the way is 4. Downwards, over the hips, over the right hand, overhead, open all the way. Stay here in recline twisting. You can apply the right hand over the left leg and twist a little bit deeper. Keep grounding the left shoulder blade to the floor. All right, release. Take the knees back to center. Drop the knees over to the left side. Actually, step the feet to the floor first. You might have to readjust your hips, right? All right, draw the knees back in. Drop the knees over to the left side. So here again, your knees may not be perfectly lined up. That is okay. The arms out in a T position. Right hand, reach downwards, over the hip, over the left hand, overhead, open all the way as 1. Downwards, over the right hip, over the left hand, overhead, and downwards, toward the hips. Over the left hand, overhead, open all the way, and stay here in recline twisting. The left hand can go over the right knee and apply a little bit of pressure. Release. Take the knees back to center, step the feet back down. You might be a little bit off center, so make sure you re-extend and realign. Now, extend the legs all the way out. Open up the legs a little bit wider. I would say a little bit off the mat. Take the arms overhead, reaching over the ears. All right, so keep your right hand on the floor. Roll the feet to the right side, and then raise your left arm up. Lift the left shoulder blade, and reach your left hand over to the right side and extend. All right, so you're elevated off the floor by about, I would say, 2 feet. And keep the legs supporting. You can engage your legs by pointing the toes and keep reaching your left hand over to the right side. Now, take the left hand to the floor. Slide the left hand even further out and traction your fingertips to the floor. Now, make sure that the left toes stay on the floor. You could be in a pointed toe position and just reach through your left fingertips. So again, you're going through a contralateral twist, so there is a rotation into the spine, but your left fingertips are reaching to the left side and the left toes are reaching to the right side. All right, release, come all the way back to center, arms overhead, roll the feet back as well. All right, so as you raise your right arm up to the sky, roll the toes to the left side. Reach your right fingertips out to the left side and extend. Then begin to take the right fingertips to the floor, grip the fingertips to the floor, and traction the fingertips. Crawl the right fingertips as far out to the left side as possible. The right fingertips are reaching over to the left side. The right toes are reaching to the right side. Extend. Left fingertips are reaching overhead. And the legs are engaged. The toes are pointed, extended. And start to release. Take the arms overhead again. And draw the knees in toward the chest. Stick happy baby. Threading the arms to the inner knees. Flex your feet and grab the outer feet. So the heels are reaching up actively, reaching with the heels using your legs, with your hands pulling against your feet to draw down. So your upper back, shoulder blades turn to draw toward the floor, and the lower back of the sacrum is also turned to flatten toward the floor. Heels are actively pressing up as you actively pull the hands down. And start to release. Take the soles of feet together, grab the outer feet, lift the upper back, and start to draw the third eye toward your toes. If you can touch, fantastic. If not, just round here. Start to release, draw the knees in, and roll forward to a seated position. Draw the left heel in. Take half lotus with the right foot. Now, if this is tough for your knees and your ankles with the right leg, a regular cross-legged position is fine. Otherwise, it's a half lotus. Twist to the right. Keep the twist. Raise your right arm overhead and extend. Square back to center, raise your arms up high, and fold forward. Now lift up slightly. You're going to roll forward. Walk your hands forward. Lower the hips. Lower the belly toward the floor and ribs, and your forearms come to a sphinx position. So you're in a half lotus doing this. Start to take it back in, lift back up, lower the seat back down, extend the right leg forward, flex your foot, extend the left leg forward, flex your foot, and then point the toes. Flex, point, flex, point. Release. Right heel comes in, left, half lotus. Right, again, also, if we took the cross leg on the first side, I'm going to do the same on the second side. Even if this side is not giving you any pressure, we just want to work with symmetry, right? Half lotus, or cross leg. Left hand behind you, right hand to your left knee, and twist. Keep the twist. Raise your left arm overhead for the side extension. Take back to center, arms up, and fold forward. Lift the chest up slightly, roll forward, either your cross-legged position or stay in the half lotus. Keep crawling the hands forward and start to work the belly, the ribs toward the floor, and adjusting your forearms so that you're taking sphinx. Roll it back up, take back to center, support the left leg, extend, support the right leg, extend, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Keep the left leg extended, step the right foot down, Marichyasana, give yourself at least a fist distance between your left leg and the right foot. Notice the left leg is flatly grounded to the floor, and so is your left seat, but the right seat comes off the floor. That is fine, that's what we're looking for. Left hand to the floor for support, right arm up, reach forward, grab the inside of the foot, square off your shoulders. Now make sure that the right shin is roughly vertical to the floor, try not to let the knee fall out to the side. So you want to actively keep drawing the right knee in toward the right shoulder. Lengthen and fold. If you have the binding, wrap the right arm around the right shin and keep in the half bind and work here. Or if you have the full bind, take the full bind and fold. Take back up, release, keep the legs, twist to the right, back to center, twist to your left, back to center, switch legs, right leg forward, step the left foot down, give yourself that fist distance, right leg, right seat grounded, foot is flexed. Left seat stays off the floor. Right hand to support, left arm up, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach forward to grab the inside of the foot. Square your shoulders, make sure your left shin is pretty vertical, and fold. Take the half bind, take the full bind, and fold. Take it back center, twist to your left, center again, twist to the right, back to center, extend the left leg forward, arms up, forward fold. All right, so let's find a little bit deeper of a forward fold this time. Take back up, keep the left leg extended, half virasana. Right, so your foot should be off to the side, to the outside of the right hip, just a little bit, so that you can actually insert your right hand between your foot and the hip. Inner thighs are working toward each other. Now, if this is rough for your knees, you can take the seat to a block or to a blanket, so you're slightly elevated, and that should reduce that pressure to the knee. That is necessary, okay? Left hand to the floor for support, right arm up and fold. Release, take it back up, keep the half virasana. Take a half lotus over the right hip. If this half lotus is too much, you can release your foot to inside the leg, and that's perfectly fine. Bharadvajasana. Right hand, palms away from you. Turn the right hand to face the right side of the room, and insert the hand to the outside of the left knee. Left hand walks further back behind you. Draw the left shoulder back and open up the shoulder. Look over the right shoulder for the left foot and lean back. So the left side of the neck is opening, extending. Bharadvajasana. Start to release. Support the left leg, extend forward. Support the right leg, extend forward. Flex, point. Flex, point, flex, point. Release. Bend your left knee. Half virasana. So again, the foot is outside of the hip. You should be able to insert your hand in between. Inner thighs are working toward each other. Right foot is flexed. Elevate on the right side if you need to. Right hand to the floor, left arm up and fold over the right leg. Start to release, come back up, bend your right knee, half lotus over the left hip. Bharadvajasana, second side. Right hand to floor for support. Left palm facing forward. Turn the left hand to face the left side of the room, and then insert that left hand to the top of the right knee. Adjust your right hand to walk further back, lean back, broaden the right shoulder by drawing your right shoulder back, then look over your left shoulder for the sole of the right foot. So you're tilting your head back as well, so there's a nice stretch to the right side of the neck. Bharadvajasana. Release. Take back center. Support the right leg forward. Support the left leg forward. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Alright? So, half lotus again. Left foot to your right hip. Step the right foot down. And then allow the top of the left leg to come down to the floor. So this is a variation on the Bharadvajasana. So again, the right seat comes off the floor, you tilt it over to the left side, supporting with the left hand. Raise your right arm up, reach forward and fold. Right? It's inevitable that the right knee will fall out to the side a little bit, but keep thinking about drawing toward the center. Now, if you have the bind, start taking the bind, wrap the right arm around the right shin. Now, I don't have the extension to take the full bind, but if you do, you can take the full bind and fold forward. I'm going to need the left hand on the floor for support as I fold. Take it back up. Right hand behind you, left hand to right knee to twist. to center, counter twist, back to center, release your right leg forward, release your left leg forward, again, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Half lotus, top of the right foot to your left hip crease, shift to your right side so they can step the left foot down. And then you can basically tilt over to the right so that the right leg can be supported. Right hand to full support, left arm up and fold. You may remain here in this fold, or take a half bind, or a full bind and fold. Take it back up, left hand behind you, twist to your left. Back to center, twist to the right. Back to center. Extend the left leg forward, extend the right leg forward. Support with your hands, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Let's separate your feet a little bit wider, raise the arms up, and forward fold. Take it back up. So we're going to come back again to lotus. Half lotus or full lotus. So we did this quite a while back, right? So we took the half lotus and we rolled forward into the Sphinx. We're going to do the same thing, except we're going to attempt to do the full lotus. If full lotus is not for you, if half lotus is not for you, again, just take a regular cross-legged position. Important for you to always be mindful about what your limitations are and modify accordingly. So, if you have half lotus, you're going to draw the right heel in, left foot over. You know what? Let's switch legs first. Left heel in, right leg over. Alright, so that's half lotus. If you're taking the full lotus, left foot in, right foot over. Alright? Raise the arms up, forward fold. Walk back in, lift up on your knees, walk your arms forward, see if you can draw the belly and the chest toward the floor, coming into Sphinx. Roll it back up and down. Support the right leg forward, support the left leg forward, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Right, so this time it's right leg over first, then the left leg forward, right? So the left leg should be on top this time, arms up, forward fold. Then work to lift up, crawl forward, into Sphinx. Lift back up, roll forward, release your left leg, release your right leg, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Take the legs wider. So we'll take this opportunity to work on flexibility while we give our ankles and our knees a little bit of a rest, right? So left arm to the inside of the left leg. Extend the right arm out and overhead, forward, the side stretch. Raise your right arm up and behind you for the half bind. If you can lean forward, sideways a little bit more, maybe forearm can come down. Raise your right arm back up, lift the torso back up, line up over your left leg, and fold. Right, so keep thinking as lengthy your spine in neutral position as possible as you hinge at the hips draw forward. Take it back up, right arm to inside the right leg, extend the left arm out, and then side bend over to the right. So it's a left side stretch. Left arm up and behind you to the half bind, and stack the shoulders. If you have a little bit more range, lower your forearm down and keep pressing the arm to the inside of the right leg to stack. Raise your left arm back up, lift up. Right hand to outer right leg, lean forward and fold. Try to readjust to a length of your spine and then make your way forward once again. Take it back up. Hands to either side, flex your feet, lift the seat, go a little bit wider, lower your seat. Fingertips turn outwardly, supporting your hands slightly behind you, broaden your shoulders, lift your chest, engage your upper back, re-lengthen on the inhale, keep the spine pretty neutral, with the back of the neck especially, and then start to lean forward. And then start to adjust with your hands reaching forward, and then pancake toward the floor in your straddling seated forward land. Alright, so by now your knees and your ankles should feel pretty good in terms of getting rested, restored, and neutralized. Walk it back in. Support the inner thighs above the knees. Take the soles of feet together and let's just take some gentle movements in very, very easy butterflies. Alright, take the knees together, swing the legs behind you, down dog. Come back to stillness in your down dog. Raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Right knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee to the outside, the right arm and touch. Kick it back up, open up the hips and flip the dog. Pick up the right foot, draw the right knee in, and extend the right leg out. Draw the right knee in, extend the right leg out. Draw the right knee in, extend the right leg out. Flip back again, three-legged dog. Right knee comes into twist, touch your left arm, kick it back up. Fall in triangle. Right leg over to the side, reach your left arm overhead. And then lift the right leg, lower elbows all the way down, lift, and lower, lift, and lower. Flip it all the way back, three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, lift up, gaze up. Bow forward, devotional warrior. Stay in that fold, releasing the arms, take the right shoulder underneath your right knee for airplane. Take the hands to the floor, Kundinasana 2, right leg over to right side, square off, tip forward, left foot comes off the floor. Step the left foot back, kick the right leg up, three-legged dog, right foot forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Extended side angle. Half bound, side angle. Thread the right arm underneath, full bind in your side ankle. Take the gaze to the floor, step the left foot forward, bound, half moon, raise your left leg. Switch legs, step the left foot down, raise your right leg up, bird of paradise. Step that right foot back down, out the left foot back, release your binds, come up, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. Inhale out breath, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up, left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee to outside the left arm in touch. Kick it back up, open up the hips, bend the left knee, sideward scorpion to flip. Then pick up the left foot, draw the left knee in, extend the left leg out. Draw the left knee in, extend the left leg out. Draw the knee in, extend the leg out, flip it back again, three-legged dog. Knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Kick it back up, fallen triangle, over to the left, to the right side. Left leg to the right side. Then shift to pick up the left leg, lower arms all the way down, lift, and lower, lift, lower. Flip it back again, three-legged dog, step the left foot forward, back heel down, warrior one. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, other thumb on top, lift up, gaze upwards, bow forward, the ocean warrior. Stay in that forward fold, release your arms. Take your left shoulder underneath and airplane. Hands to the floor, Kundiyasana 2. Kick your left leg out to the side. Chaturanga, tip forward and lift. Step the right foot back. Kick the left leg out, three-legged dog. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one, open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, side angle. Extended side angle. Half bind. And then the full bind. Bound half moon, step the right foot forward, tip the weight forward, and raise your right leg to balance. Switch sides, step the right foot down, bird of paradise. Standing on the right leg, extend the left leg. Break. Step the left back down, up the right foot back, release your binds, come up, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot stepping back plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Inhale, right heel up, step the right foot forward, crescent move. Left knee comes down, chick padding if you need it. Lunge forward, set up your pose, Venus Mudra. Take your options, anything you want. Hands come back behind you. Side bend right, side bend left. Any mermaids. Alright, start to break, split. Alright, so you're going to work on the preparations first. Half split. Tuck the left toes, line up the hips over your left knee, flex your right foot, lengthen and fold. Step the right foot back down, walk your right foot a little bit further forward, lunge a little bit deeper, so you're going deeper here. Flex your right foot, shift back again for your half split. And then now when you're ready, full split. Right heel forward, left knee back, right heel forward, left knee back, and adjust accordingly. Take blocks if you need. Keep your hands supporting. And fold. You may stay in your split. You can take any additional variations. Alright, start to finish up with your hands supported. Lift the seat and be light on the front heel, right? So they can drag the heel back and shift all the way back. Then step the right foot forward to lunge back forward. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee and kick that right leg up. Very slow to extend. Open up the hips, bend the right knee. Knee kicks to the right. Open back up. 3 times. Knee kick, open it back up. Knee kick, open it back up. Extend the right leg, heel kick, open it back up. Heel kick, open it back up. Heel kick, open it back up. Square off, pigeon. Elongate, set up your pose, and then make your way forward. Once you have a few breaths in, any additional variations you like. So coming back again to your back bending of your mermaids, you can take any other transitions you like or any inversions you like. Let's see if I can handstand puppy pose here. Alright, let's start to break. Finish up, walk it back in, tuck the back toes, and press it back to down dog. Walk it out, side to side. Alright, second side, left leg up. Step the left foot forward, crescent moon, right leg comes down. Lunging forward, set up the hips. When you're ready, Venus Mudra. So again, once you have a few breaths in, any variations you like, hands back behind you, side bending one side bending the other, or you can start to take your binds and your back bends. Alright, start to break. Let's work on splits. Tuck the back toes under, half split first. Line up the hips over your right knee, flex your left foot, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Step the left foot back down. Inch your left foot further forward and lunge again. Shift it back to the half split. Now this time, when you're ready to reach forward, right? Again, be light on your heels so you can slightly slide forward, right knee back, left heel forward, right knee back, and work accordingly. Support as you need with blocks or blankets to your left leg. Ease into your pose. If you took any additional variations, work on them. Alright, beginning to finish up, supporting with the hands. Be light on your left heel, so you can slide back, lunge back forward, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, kick the left leg up, extend, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee kicks 3 times, open it back up, sideward scorpion. Left knee kick, sideward scorpion, left knee kick. Sideward scorpion, extend the left leg, left heel kick, open it up. Left heel kick, open it up. Left heel kick, open it back up, square off, pigeon. Draw that left knee in, land that shin to the floor. Set up the pose, elongate, balance, and then take it forward. Alright, take any variations you like, whether it's your mermaid binds, if you took any other versions or transitions, take it. So I tried for a handstand transition from pigeon into a puppy press. Right, so the form is not awesome, but it's kind of there. So I'm just playing with it. I just kind of thought of it, so there it is. Alrighty, start to finish up, walk it back in, tuck the back toes, down dog, walk it out. And when you're ready, walk the jump through to a seated position, extend the legs forward, hands out to either side, lower onto your back, hug the knees in. And then release your legs out, Shavasana. Final relaxation, let it all go. Begin to take your breath back in, moving the fingers and the toes, reaching the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right side and come up. Reconnecting to a comfortable cross-legged position, palms face up, fingers in Jnana Mudra, even seat, lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer. Bowing forward, sealing practice. Come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for your time today and sharing your practice. Again, visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule as well as my payment information. For those of you who are streaming, right? So what I've noticed recently, and since Instagram has switched from the saved stories to IGTV, I kind of feel like the technology has changed a little bit, and the streaming off of Instagram has been a little bit better, a little less shaky than with Facebook. I've noticed that my Facebook kind of gets blurred sometimes, and whereas Instagram is pretty consistent. So somehow the two have switched again. So I don't know what to tell you, but that's what I've noticed. So if you're actually streaming, for those of you who can work off of your phones or your tablets, right, and you don't mind a small screen, that might be a better option. However, if you're pulling up Facebook on your smart TV, then maybe you want to stay there if you're streaming, right? But otherwise, again, YouTube is the best bet. Simha Yoga Lab is the channel. All right, so thank you, everyone. I will see you soon. Stay safe.